That was pretty cool. Okay, so say you are a warlord. You're choose to regen an extra 10% of life each turn. If you are a mage lord, you get to research spells for cheaper, cast more per turn, and get full extra level of spells. Okay, this does remind me of Heroes of Might and Magic already. If you are a guild master, you are a thief, you are more efficient. You get more stuff maybe, or move stuff. And you can get to save money in upgrading your towns. Okay. Warlords get a fighter hero, mage lords get a mage hero, and guildmasters get a ranger hero. I mean, I feel like automatically I'm going to be attracted to the guild master because the sounds like, I don't know, I like thieves and rogues and stuff, but lately I've been going towards wizards and mages and spells because, you know, that's like the one thing that I don't have IRL. Like, there's fighters and thieves and warriors in real life. I mean, I can't say for sure that there's no magic, but I'm pretty positive there isn't. So lately I've been leaning towards things that are magical because why the hell not? So maybe I would play the mage. Oh, I gotta go over the word. Oh, I see. It like bumped us up here. I don't think I want to scout here. I think when I get into this area, I'll scout. Or maybe I'll scout on this island. We'll see. Ah, screw it. Can't help myself. I left some loot behind.
A pity Willem is not with us. Were he to see what lies before our eyes, caught a whiff of the burnt bodies, perhaps he would see with whom he now consorts, whom he allowed in our home with nary a fight.
If it be your majesty's wish, I shall send a rider to the prince with her.
I wish nothing of the sort. I will not correspond with the enemy.
Ooh, her own son, the enemy. And she's right. Wowie. This is ruined. Her own son. What are the spells like that you can cast? I'd be curious. Are they like just combat oriented, or does it go even further than that? The word said hold up like a half hour ago. I wonder what I was holding up for. Like, I wonder where it went. Okay, report Eladin's commando. Fresh reports indicate elf named Eladin commands powerful force in Molderwood. Numbers equal or exceed your majesty's company. Extreme caution is advised. Eladin's background: assimilated merchant operating in Gullet area, radicalized after family killed in 1246 pogrom. Eyewitnesses state Eladin cannot be trusted. He honors no pact and never keeps his word. Okay, this looks like a good place for a camp. We'll pray. Camp. I want to see what this new card is. Zeal. Let's see. Zeal is an order ability that can be used in the same turn as the card is placed on a battlefield. Awesome. Choose a card with order and give it 1 charge. It's got 2 charges. I want that? I like that better than the alchemist. Yeah. Put that in. Okay. Wouldn't mind another bomber. Just to guarantee that I have what I have them when I need them. But I can overdraw on bombers. But I don't think I don't even think I can make another one if I wanted to. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, I have 151 out of 150? Well, that's confusing because I have 161 recruits here. That's annoying. My trinkets are maxed. I like this creating bronze card thing. I would put this banner in as well. But I can't have two banners in. What do I want to get rid of? Gascon, maybe? That would make me even still too powerful. This guy is like too good for us. I don't really have that many things for order units, so maybe it's not even really worth it to put him in. So the only thing that I have that has order unit is her. Although, this is a deploy. Reynard is a deploy, and it gives one charge to orders, to units with depleted orders. And this is choose a card with an order and give it one charge, and this is I could do this twice. So maybe with the combo, I have no one else with order abilities. It might actually be beneficial to take Reynard out. I think that's the play. Still over the top here. Looks like I can't play this card. Not yet. Not until we get something else. Why do I have two alchemists in? Unless I just put in a Scytheman just to have a Scytheman in. Instead of the alchemist. Is that the play? feel like these infiltrators haven't been amazing for us. Play a random ally from our graveyard. That's been fun. Take one Scytheman out and put one of these in. We got everybody in what you want. Yeah. Infiltrator out. Scytheman in. I think I can take one more infantry out. Infiltrator out. Another Scytheman. So I'm way under here. These infiltrators are just better, though. Although, at least when I use my loyalty ability, it'll pop up by 5. I don't have to worry about putting fire down. Oh, you're gonna clean with the stream? Welcome back. I was wondering what happened, because you were like, hold up, before. And, like, you disappeared. But nothing. Well, I'm happy I can clean with you. Dash is passed out again. See that fat cat on the bed just hanging out. Okay, spells are all map stuff. Oh, so it's not in combat. That's interesting. Some do damage, but each faction have different spells. Humans and dwarves most likely have buffs, while the undead and legions have curses for their enemies. Oh, so you not only do you get to pick your class, guildmaster, warlord, or mage lord, but then you also get to pick your race on top of that? Sounds pretty cool. Once in battles, you can't use your spells anymore, only whatever skills your mage units have. You get to access most spells or whatever class you were in. Okay. One of the main points to a fighter in your book is that it allows you to field more variety of units. Okay. Since your front line is usually just filled with fighters anyway. Demons are the exception and have their mage who doesn't want to be in the front line. Got it. Seems like quite the complicated game, which is good. Oh, I get to talk to him? I get to talk to Xavier now?
Your Majesty, I've been meaning to thank you for allowing me to join your ranks.
Certainly, Xavier. I welcome all foes of Nilfgaard to march beneath my banner.
I like that she calls him Xavier. Like Oliver and like would be say Olivier. I love that name so much. I like Olivier much better than Oliver. Hold on. I have to disturb the fat cat. I can't help it. Sorry, I wanted to poke him. It's like, meow. Olivier is the French version of Oliver. Yeah, see? I like that so much better.
But what did the field surgeon say? Have you not resumed work too soon?
Where's all his bandages?
I've strength enough to wield a hammer, though my scars still burn, and fiercely so.
Sometimes I feel like I want to play standing up.
I've seen folk turn and frown at the very sight of me. If my appearance disgusts you, I can...
Nonsense. The Nilfgaardians, not you, should be ashamed. You've no reason to hide, no reason to cower.
Thank you, milady.
No,
It
good
means
for
a great
her.
deal to hear that.
Tell me something about yourself, Xavier.
You've long served in King Demoven's army, haven't you?
Yes, your grace.
My worst fear? That's a great question. I think that, like, to say something like, oh, I don't want to drown, or I don't want to get burned alive, or anything like that, is an easy way out of that question. I think for the most part, on a day-to-day, like things that I've encountered, I think I get more scared of heights than most other things. Which is odd because I've done things like bungee jumping and skydiving and all that stuff. But the fear that I get when I'm at that ledge, knowing that I'm about to leap, is more devastating to me than like if I've gotten, because I've surfed and I've gotten tossed around in waves where I felt like I wasn't gonna be able to get out, and I wasn't as scared. I felt like I was able to like work through those issues, and I felt like if in most cases when I was facing, I've never been in a house fire, thank God. I've never been in a situation like that, but my adrenaline and I would feel like my mind, I would like try to work through it. I guess if I had no escape and I was sitting in that moment, then I'd be scared. But something about facing my fear is really my biggest fear. Is really, I guess, kind of the situation that I'm trying to discuss. Because, like, when I'm about to jump out of a plane or jump off for the bungee or something like that, that feeling of embracing that, something that I don't like. That's when I'm most scared. That's a good question. Giant I would drive me nuts. A giant spider. It's funny that you say that because like when I see like games or like Lord of the Rings and fantasy, when there's giant insects like that, nope, I would be done. I like spiders, I do, but to see one that huge, hell no.
Why enlist at all? What prompted you to do so?
I would be a coward run. I would be so cowardly. Being accused of something you didn't do. Ooh, that's a good one.
The king needed engineers. I answered the call.
Cool.
Not terribly talkative, are you?
I can build any bridge, any ballista, but to talk, well, it hurts to talk.
Oh man, poor
I
fella.
see. Well, do not worry. I prefer deeds to words, in myself and others. Other matters await my attention. We shall speak later.
As you wish, my lady.
He doesn't even want to talk. He'd prefer not to talk. Speak later. I like this guy passed out on the keg back there. Well, near giant spiders? Where have you seen giant spiders? Or have you come in contact with them? They do freak me out. Has that ever happened to you, Amarith?
Yes?
Tell me more about Eldain.
This Eldain. Could you tell me about him?
He should hang.
I'd hope to hear advice that will be useful to us in battle.
First of all, you can't rightly trust the bastard. He doesn't respect our laws, doesn't share our morals. The king once dispatched an envoy to Eldain, despite my advice to the contrary. Found the envoy the next day, eyes gouged out, shaft of his white flag jammed down his throat.
So, diplomacy's clearly not the wisest course. But what of battle? What tactics does he employ?
Like all elves, he's a worm. Avoids open confrontation, sets ambushes, attacks from the shadows, from midst the trees. It would be best to burn this whole forest to the ground, deprive him and his folk of cover, any place to hide.
Sounds rather drastic. Like tossing the babe out with the bath.
Believe me, they'd not hesitate to do the same to us. Not for a moment.
Rayla, how are you holding up?
Not certain I understand what you mean.
All Edirn is aflame. Nilfgaard's banners fly over its cities. Don't tell me you're not troubled.
Of course I'm troubled. I stationed at Rosberg for 5 years. Knew all on the crew there by name.
Damn.
But that's war. That's its nature. No sense bemoaning it.
She's cool.
I see. Just know if ever you wish to talk.
I won't, but I do appreciate your concern, ma'am.
I must go. We'll speak later.
It's always something interesting to say. I like having these conversations. Learn a lot about my units, what's going on. You have not come in contact with the giant spider, except in an animal show. It was bigger than your head. Oh my god. What kind of spider was it? Was it really long and lanky? Was it giant, black and fuzzy? What was it like? Like, oh, you know what else I really am scared of? Very much so. Like, burrowing insects. I'm scared. I'm skeeved out and I'm scared by burrowing insects. Ooh, I don't like that at all. And by burrowing insects, I mean like burrowing into your skin, like ticks and things like that. Ugh, I don't like it. And like possession, and like the worst thing, oh, face huggers from the Alien movies. That would, oh, nope. I don't like anything like that. Like, I mean, ghostly possession is terrible, but then like getting taken over and like mind controlled by a being, like an insect or something. Oh, la 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 la. No, that scares the crap out of me. Head crabs. Nope. I don't want it. A hunter spider from Australia. That sounds freaking awesome. You know, everyone was talking about these giant bugs in Australia, and I have to admit, like, I didn't see any like huge spiders like that. But I mean, I didn't go too deep into it, I guess. But now that I just increased that, can I increase how many cars go into my deck? No, it's still 150 max. Can I? Oh, I have a ton of money. Maybe that's what we're gonna do. Let's fix this. Now that we're in the tent here, we're gonna go to our workshop. Maybe we can increase the size. Increase the number of trinkets Meve can equip by 4. That would be fun. Okay, units excluding artifacts will take 10% less of the recruit cap. See, this will be good. That'll fix the problem right here if I get that. So mess tent's something we want. Command tent. This one, increase recruit cap to 200. Boom. That's huge. Huge. So now we can solve all of our problems just by doing this. Gain 2 recruits after every battle won. Gain 75 to 100 gold after every battle won. We already established this would take too long to pay off. I don't see what these recruits are really going to do for us. I guess this is how we buy units. And promote existing ones. We can build and promote with this. In a workshop. And it was to recruit new support units in command tent. Okay, so we're going to increase our cap. This is the big one. There it is. Problem solved. I still have 5 grand to play with. I mean, I already just increased my recruit cap, so I don't feel like I need the mess tent. A training ground might be better for us in the long run. Which in turn would make this worth purchasing, because then I could start creating. Because I haven't even been able to create units yet. Promoting ones would be really nice. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so now we can go back to our command tent and we can do what we wanted from before. Get rid of the scytheman. And put in boom. We're definitely well off now. I don't really care about putting another trinket in. What I would want is another banner. I don't need the extra trinket. I have enough trinkets. I can't win with the sun. I moved everything over to the other side of the room and it's still like extremely bright. I mean, at least it's not to the point where you can't see me, because there was a couple of streams that around this hour when the sun was gleaming in through the windows, I just looked like I was ascending into heaven. I looked like an angel. So at least that's good. But I'm still, it's still getting that crazy brightness. Okay, think that's better. Think we finally found it. Your fan is successfully cleaned. Your computer fan? I have to do the same thing. Dash's hair is the worst thing. I'm assuming even your computer fan. Do I want to spend this much gold on here? I do really want to know what I can start building in my training grounds. I feel like this mess tent isn't as important. Although I could do both. I could spend money on both. I'm gonna do this. So now let's see what I can do with that. We're learning about this game. So, I could build these now. I don't have any more copies of this card. Recruit. How do I upgrade it? And so now we know how to recruit. Didn't it say something about us being able to... What did it say? We go into the workshop, we go into the training grounds. Recruit and promote existing ones. So how do I promote my cards? That's to recruit one. See, it's got to be in here. It's got to be an option. Units. Trinkets, trophies, no. New, no. I love this, by the way. I love this, like, tapestry, or whatever this may be. I would love to have this on a blanket or something like that. I think it looks so freaking cool. Oh, your ceiling fan. Yeah, I could do the same thing. I should probably do the same thing. Oh, isn't it so gross? Do you have? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, do you have any animals? Because that's like the worst part. Animals can make it like pretty bad. Okay. How do I promote? Training grounds. No. It's an AI opponent. Royal tent? No. It's gotta be how you do it. How would we promote? So let's try, let's just go into this. Well, let's get this new one. So I don't have any of these riders, right? This is a new card for us. If we wanted to, we could build one. So let's go in here. Let's recruit one. I'm just curious at this point. After an ally is played from a hand or moved to the row, move next to it and boost by 1. Okay. Oh, look, I could just throw it in there. So I can overstuff my deck if I wanted to. I can't help it. I feel like I have to make another one. I can't just have one sitting there. Okay, that's it. After a different ally is played from a hand or moved to another row, move next to it and boost by 1. And then what happens? This moves to the opposite side. So that would be fun to like combo these. Have that hanging out and then have that run into it. I'll use my rider later. I feel like at one point I'm gonna want to build another Wagenberg deck again. So I'll use my rider with that. I feel like it's not that important with this deck right now because I'm moving their units around. I'm just dealing a lot of damage to them. In fact, I might eventually want to get rid of my infiltrators and just put in more of like this kind of stuff. The damaging stuff. Like a Wagenberg would be nice. Can I recruit these things? Anything here I can recruit? Can I recruit Arbalists? I don't want to go too far in this. I would love to figure out how to promote my cards. Save that for another day.
Dwarves breach the walls, ploughing traitors. Where's the king? Why'd he leave us a black-clad mercy? They took everything. I'd head to the wood, but my fear of the Scoia'tael.
Your cats are outdoor cats only? Or outdoor-indoor?
They took everything. I'd head to the wood, but my fear of the Scoia'tael.
Yeah, Dash's hair. I really am surprised sometimes that he knows that I'm not talking to him. Because he responds to me if I ask him questions. If I actually call Dash, he'll like look at me. But being that I'm not talking to him directly, like how does he know? He's like not even moving from the bed. So smart. But he's like so fuzzy that his hair gets everywhere.
Meve's ears caught the sound of a ruckus coming from the camp.
Feet! Inglet! A pox upon
He
you
like
all!
blows around the
It was her
apartment.
quartermaster hurling oaths at the peasants she had freed from the Nilfgaardian slave convoy. A few had stolen supplies under the cover of darkness and escaped into the woods. Terror and dread gripped the other freed prisoners. Meve mulled over what to do with them, and Reynard, as always, offered some advice.
Alright, so inner quartermaster hurling oaths at the peasants she had freed from the Nilfgaardian slave convoy. Oh, that's right. A few had stolen supplies under the cover of darkness and escaped into the woods.
It is high time they went off on their own, your grace. They are too great a hindrance. They slow our march, divert our soldiers from more important tasks. And now this.
Gascon was listening to their conversation. Meve shot him a questioning look.
I opposed taking them in. So, for consistency, I now oppose forcing them to leave. We made their miserable lives our responsibility, did we not? Well then, that is a burden we cannot simply shrug off.
So, Gascon is saying he opposed forcing them to leave. I feel like if we let them stay, they're just going to steal from us again. So basically what happened is we took these peasants in because they had nowhere else to go. And they were like, please take us with you because if you leave us here, we're going to die. So we took them in with us. And we did the best that we can to like help them. And then they stole from us and ran away. She's too hard. I know, I'm doing this. I'm going to say get them. I'm sorry, Gascon. You're opposed twice, but I gotta go with Reynard on this one.
Meve's eyes narrowed and the lines on her face sharpened. She turned to the peasants.
This is an army. We have no time for investigations and long trials.
Yeah.
If one of my men steals, his entire regiment is punished. So it shall be with you. As you are unable to keep your kith and kin under check, you must leave. All of you. Today.
Once the peasants had packed their few belongings and separated from the column, the Lyrians marched off. They moved much more quickly, no longer having to adjust to the pace of the untrained, bedraggled refugees. But without the rustic singing and colourful farm wife banter to accompany their steps, the march seemed strangely silent.
Okay. I know, I would have just killed them, honestly, at this point. It's like, that's what we did. We took them in to give them a home, like, give them somewhere to survive. And this is what they did to repay me? Should have just killed them. If I had that as an option, you know I would have. Because I'm hard. Ooh, a puppy. Speaking of pets. When it gets cold outside, we let them in, but only in the main areas. Oh, they shed a lot. Yeah, Dash has long hair and he sheds a lot.
Not liking the looks of this.
Gascon said, furrowing his brow. Meve followed his gaze. Before them, beside the road, stood a hut with a scorched thatch roof.
Why?
Huts abandoned, yet dried fruit and mushrooms hang from the eaves. Famine raging all around and no one's been tempted. I'd send a scout if I were you.
The Queen did as Gascon suggested, and sent 3 infantrymen to reconnoiter. They entered the hut and found only silence.
Uh-oh.
That was soon broken by a blood-curdling growl. The soldiers ran out at full speed, tripping over their own legs. Meve drew her sword, convinced a horde of Knickers or ghouls
It
would
looks so
soon attack.
cute. It doesn't look
But
evil.
her fears proved unfounded. Instead of monsters, out of the hut came a shaggy dog.
Yay.
A torn scrap of fabric clutched in its teeth.
Milady.
One of the soldiers began, his face red with embarrassment and his hands covering a hole in his breeches.
Was dark as a well inside, and that hound, he jumped out at us all of a sudden, biting it and snapping.
Bad boy!
Gascon said with a smile, then pulled a hunk of dried sausage from his bag. Bought by this generous offering, the dog calmed down at once.
I hope we can get this in our deck.
Further examination showed the dog was the hut's only resident. Like many others in Aedirn, its owners had disappeared without a trace. Their loyal mutt still guarded the premises, waiting for his master's return.
Let's take him with us.
Gascon said.
Yes.
Otherwise, he'll die here, of his own hunger or someone else's.
Yeah, take the dog. I'm sure. I'm surprised they didn't give us this big long list and reason why we shouldn't take the dog. Like, oh, it's gonna, we're gonna have to feed it now, and it's gonna take time.
A watchful sentry like this could prove useful in our camp.
Said
It's
the
gonna
queen.
backfire on us somehow.
He can join, but he shall need a name.
How about Reynard?
Proposed
Oh.
Gascon, a cheeky grin
Whoa.
smeared across his face.
That way,
What
he'll
a
come
burn.
when you call, sit on command, and always be a heel. Always heel, that is.
Watch your words,
Said
Wow, he
Reynard,
went really
hand
hard for that
tightly
burn.
gripping the hilt of his sword.
or you'll learn I'm not at all as tame as you believe.
Enough, both of you. That's an order. As for you,
The Queen took a good look at the dog, who still had a scrap of fabric in his teeth.
since it seems you've a taste for the cloth of the nether regions, I dub you Knickers. Will that do?
The dog wagged its tail vigorously, as if thoroughly pleased with its new name. Meve's company marched off, a furry new recruit richer.
He's gonna try to. The dog's gonna try to eat Xavier, the guy that's been burned in the war. He's gonna think Xavier's food and try to eat it. Knickers, oh, we have our own pet. Put him in. Knickers, what are you? Knickers. Immune. Permanent resilience. Okay. When you play a gold card, summon Knickers from your deck. This unit may raid your hand for furry treats. For yummy treats. What does that mean? This unit may raid your hand for yummy treats. What? This card cannot be manually targeted. Status allows the card to remain on the board at the round end. Restores it to the base power if boosted. If you don't have sausage, he's not interested. Beautiful art. So it's like a free cast. As long as I cast one of these, Knickers comes out. Grow a watch stream mean. Where are you reading that? In the dingus dust? Yeah, where are you reading that, Wirt? And which one was it in? Let's find out. Word of the day? Oh, on how you get Dingus. Yeah, I guess the more frequently you watch, and the longer you watch, the more dust you get in return when you hit that chest button to like redeem, and I think that's what that is. Oh, another puzzle. Kind of curious if we could fail that puzzle. I don't like that we could fail them now. Yeah, because you're here all the time. In order to evade Nilfgaardian patrols, Meve veered from the main road. This detour, however, presented other dangers. The Illyrians lost their way riding through the mist-draped forest. Following a narrow, overgrown path, they stumbled upon a ruined homestead. It appeared abandoned, yet appearances can be deceiving. Eliminate the ancient foglet. Don't let Meve die. Meve? Oh no, she's here. Unturn, spawn 2 foglets. Eliminate the ancient foglet. Don't let Meve die. Permanent. Doomed. Mobile. Doom. Status that removes the unit from the game after it moves to the graveyard. Okay. What am I doing here? Wagenberg. Damage unit by 2 if it was destroyed. Repeat this process. Well, how is she going to hit it? So we have to assume that we have to put him out first. The Wagenberg first. Wagenberg! Okay. Every turn on turn 9, move 1 road towards the opponent. If an immediate road, destroy a random palisade instead. If there are no more palisades, destroy Meve and Death Wish. I think that I have to burn the front row?
This could hurt.
Okay. So this is damage by armor. This is damage by 2. Everything in the row. Damage all units on the entire row by this unit's armor, then lose that armor. Huh. I think I want to move them all back.
I
want to move them all back. Gonna go again. Oh boy. I can wipe everybody out now. What's my win condition here? I haven't even killed the ancient foglet yet. Well, this is not how we do it. I needed to move this up. I already screwed this up somehow. Where are all these cards? Why do I get those cards out? I don't even understand how I would draw these cards. You don't understand any of these battle things? Dude, I barely understand these battle things. Oh, I see.
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
Okay. Now the question is damage ancient foggle by 5. 5, 10. If I put this out 2, 4, 5, 10. I have 1 damage left. Should be able to put this out.
Pointy end upwards, right?
What? Deploy. Give 1 charge. Oh, to the unit on the right. I just screwed it up. Ugh. I screwed up. I don't think I can win now. Oh. Oh yeah, I can. I can still win. Thankfully. Even though I screwed up, I could still win.
Don't you worry yourself, Grace. We'll get it done in no time.
I messed up because I should have put that unit next to the Wagenburg so I could get the order unit again to hit those creatures. Nice. I still won though. That wasn't easy. But it was easier than some of the other ones. This forest belongs to the End Seed. Leave this place at once. Question. Or you shall remain here for all eternity. Okay. Oof, I was getting nervous. I didn't think I was going to win that one. Is it true that I only have one shot at puzzles now? I don't even know. Don't even know. I don't know. Man, this is a huge map. Whoa. This is cool.
Meve and her companions neared the Moulderwood, a dense, ancient forest of trees whose tangled branches had witnessed the conjunction of the spheres. It was not until King Vidamont's day that a road was finally carved through the primeval thicket, significantly shortening the journey from Rossburg to Aldersburg.
Even when peace reigns, danger rules this road.
Rayla said.
Now no one dares travel it.
At the edge of the wood by the road stood an enormous willow. Its branches swept down to cover its trunk, looking for all the world like long tresses shrouding a woman's face. Meve had an ill premonition. She did not like the sickly sweet aroma wafting from this tree, nor the metallic buzzing of insect wings. She sent a scout to investigate.
Yeah. That's like everyone's cat. Do you see Dash in the background? He's sunbathing. He's been sunbathing all day. Where is he? There he is. Fat cat. He's been sitting there the whole time. Such a chubster. Just rolling around doing nothing. So anyway, chips. Queso or salsa? Salsa, for sure. Without a doubt. Although I love queso. But I like chips and salsa.
He drew aside the drooping branches and stumbled back. There were men bound to the tree, covered in sap oozing from gashes in its trunk. Its heavy scent had attracted swarms of insects, flies, wasps, bees and beetles. They seethed over the bound men, crawling in and out of their ears and nostrils.
Eldain welcomes us to his wood,
Rayla whispered. Meve stepped towards the tree and saw the men stuck to it were all still alive.
Oh no!
Those the elves had caught recently writhed and howled for rescue. Those hanging longer merely followed the queen with half-crazed, bloodshot eyes.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say this. I'm keeping my distance from the tree. I don't need the disease coming with me. They're I feel like they're too far gone. What's up, Prophet? What's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna keep my distance from the trees.
The Illyrian soldiers stood,
Nope.
daggers in hand, waiting to sever the ropes and free the unfortunate captives. But Meve stopped them with a firm gesture.
Stop! Most are beyond saving, and this may be a trap. Keep your distance from the tree. That is an order.
Meve's men usually carried out her orders without a moment's hesitation. This time, however, they glanced towards her, reluctance writ on their faces. Only after Reynard repeated the order did the Lyrians sheathe their arms and slowly move back towards the road. For a long time thereafter, howls from the old willow trailed them.
Ooh, my morale went down. So, ew, it's like literally dripping pus and mucus. I hope I made the right decision there. I lost morale, but at least I'm not taking on
Hear
a
that?
bunch of those
Nightingales.
dead soldiers.
Unmindful of war, they sing on.
Those are no birds, my lady. Just Scoia'tael scouts use animal cries to communicate. Tell the men to hold to the road, my lady. Anyone wanders in the trees, they don't come out.
See? It probably was a trap. They're using animal cries to communicate. You're full of burger and doing some homework. Yeah, what class are you doing homework for? American literature. Nice. Hope you're enjoying it. Although, whoever really enjoys homework. I'm definitely a spicy salsa person too. If I'm gonna have salsa, I want it to have a zing, a zest, some life, and some lime. I mean, I don't want it to like burn where I can't taste it, but I really like, I much prefer spicy salsa. So what does the homework actually entail? Like, what are you doing? Should I scout up here again? Let's scout. Ooh, yeah. Look at all that. Sweet, sweet loot, baby. We have another puzzle down there. Ooh, the road's finally starting to branch off a bit. Point of interest, the loots. I want to go left, because left is always right. Just a little peek. Just a little peek. Translated from Elder Speech. To all divisions. The Lyrian Queen is currently passing through the Moldywood. Her regiment is not large, but we cannot afford to underestimate her. Do what you can to halt her advance and weaken her forces. We will strike when we are at their breaking point. When they are at their breaking point. Nice. They're really trying to mess with us. So this is Witcher Thronebreaker, or that's actually not even called Witcher. It's actually called Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. So it's an adventure, story-based adventure game that's based off of Gwent, the card game. It's pretty interesting so far. I mean, it's compelled me to keep playing. The story is good. It's linear, but it's definitely interesting. And it's well written, in my opinion. It's given me a lot of inspiration for some tabletop RPG stuff. And I liked seeing some of the behind-the-scenes war-based combat and stuff like that. So the combat, there is combat in the game, but it's all Gwent-based. So all the combat scenarios, I'm basically just playing Gwent. It is definitely good, though. Located at crossroads, shrines of Metil were meant to protect travelers from evil. Yet the Queen Meve approached one to pray. Her force suddenly came under fire. Victims of an ambush. Sometimes irony stings. Alright, so the Scoia'tael are now going to try to ambush us. Finally fighting some elves. No, it's not bad you like math. It's actually awesome that you like math. That more people should like math. I wish I liked math more. I did like math a lot. I was actually even in like an after school club with Chris in high school. That was all math oriented. But I couldn't keep up with it. It was just it surpassed me. When I was studying in college, that was like the hardest thing for me. Was like my calc courses and stuff like that. To try to pass those, gosh, it was crippling, honestly. All right, so what's going on here? So reduce the power of all enemy archers to 1. Do not let Meve die. Where is Meve? Do I have a Meve? There's no Meve. Choose an ally and play all copies of it from your deck. Okay. And choose a bronze ally on the battlefield or in your hand and add 2 copies of it to your deck. Draw and play 2 blitz units from your deck. So this is it? Draw and play, okay. Damage the highest unit on the battlefield by up to 15. Then boost the lowest unit by the amount damaged. Okay. Oh, Meve's over here. Whenever this unit power changes, damage Meve by 1. Ooh. No ability. Whenever this unit's power changes, damage Meve by 1. Okay, that's all it's here. Okay, so choose a bronze ally on the battlefield or in hand and add 2 copies of it to your deck. Who is bronze that I can add a copy of? Because these are just like spells. These are not units. What would I want to be using her for? Damage the highest unit on the battlefield by up to 15. And boost the lowest unit by the amount damaged. Curious. Okay, that's safe now. Whenever this unit's power changes, damage Meve by 1. Is she considered a bronze? I feel like I had to do that. Meve taking the field. Yeah, this is the second play. The second game or a second match that we've had Meve in the battlefield. At least maybe more than twice, actually. Is that how I met Chris? How did I meet Chris? I met Chris in middle school. I think we just had classes together, honestly. I think I just met him by having a class with him. Milk Jug! Milk! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Milk Jug! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Woohoo! Thanks for coming to hang out. How's your day going? It's all about you right now. What's up? You got your free Starbucks? Is that a thing? They do that? If you go there and show your ID, they give you free Starbucks? I gotta wait till next year to do this? If you have more questions, Prophet, definitely let me know. This game interests you even in the slightest. Right now we're in like a puzzle, so this is different than normal combat. Okay, it's pretty good, not great. I would love it for it to be awesome. I did not know that. I have to now wait all the way until next year to take advantage of it. Can we ban? What's up, Lily? No, you can't ban Wirt. You want to be banned on purpose? Oh, you're working from home. That's dope. Cat is me having energy surplus. Did your cat just poop? Is that what's happening, Albert? Because that's usually what happens with my cat. After he takes a giant dump, then he's got all the energy in the world and he runs around like a psycho. And also this game, by the way, I didn't mention it before, Aerith, but this game kind of reminds me of that, where like what you said before about disciples, where like you'll fight creatures early on, it seems like they're so daunting and so troublesome, but then later you're just like, oh, this is like a cakewalk. I'm just not really sure how this is gonna play.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
I don't know. That obviously wasn't the right play. So we already messed this up. These must be considered bronze. But I can't tell. Kill this thing.
One gold.
So that we did this wrong. We could probably just restart because we know we're not going to win this. We started it right though.
Give me a time.
That's 4. That's dead.